All right, let me read out the next question. This person says, I was having a conversation with Coin and she said she would love to live with you and also call you a second mommy. Oh! P.S. I love the way she feels about you and Uncle Timmy. So my question is, what made you love Coin? Wow. Because really, I've never seen that girl love someone so much. And truthfully, it gives me so much peace that she chooses you and she has you in her life. Going so low. So, if you don't know who Koinsela is, Koinsela is right here in my heart. She's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. I did a video with her. Ah, yes! Oh my god. The last. Okay, calm down, Rachel. Calm down. So this time last year, I actually made a video with Koinsela and I posted it. Please go back and watch that video. You see how sweet Koi is. You would understand. Who wouldn't love Koinsela? Who wouldn't? Oh my god, I'm blushing. My cheeks are hurting. Okay. Let me calm down and answer this question. So Koinsela, I met her in church. I think she was 3 at that time. Yes. And now she's 5 years old. Wow. Okay, so when I was in Lagos, I was a Sunday school teacher, a children's Sunday school teacher. I teach the preschool kids. So from age 0 to 4, 5, yeah, I take them Sunday school. And she was this little girl, very gentle, very quiet. She keeps to herself. She doesn't talk that much. She doesn't participate that much. She was really quiet. Even times when you ask her questions, like sometimes she would answer, sometimes she wouldn't. I remember when one day I asked her, "Oh, what's your name?" She said, "My name is Koyisola." What's your name? Koyisola. Oh my god. So I started, like not really forcing. I started nudging her to participate, and I started paying attention to her. And then I noticed that she doesn't really feel comfortable around people she doesn't know. So I had to make her feel comfortable in class, and started nudging her to participate, nudging her to answer questions. And little by little, she started opening up. She started loosening up to the extent that she would join other kids to play, shout, and just have a good time in class. And then before I knew it, we became more than teacher student relationship. We became more. Through her, I met her mother, Jola, and then we became family. They were my family, chai. They were my family in Lagos. They are still my family. Honestly, I can't really express how much they have really helped me to navigate that phase in my life. They would come to my house. Coinsola and I have had many sleepovers in the house. She spent her holidays with me, some of her holidays, some of her weekends she spent with me. It's really a blessing having her around. Having someone in the house, my husband and I communicate so well. Our communication was good, but even in spite of that, I still needed somebody to be in the house with me. And Koinsola was that answer to my prayer. That's just it. She was the answer to my prayers. Her and her mother, they would come to the house. I would also go to their house. I would eat at their place. They would eat at my place. I met their grandmom. I met their family. No. It was really nice with them. It was really nice with them. I met them in church, and they just became my family. And I'm super grateful to God and also grateful to Jola that she allows that relationship between Koi and I. A lot of mothers, when they notice that someone is getting so close to your child, they will just create that distance, like, no, don't talk to this person, don't get too close to my child. She didn't do that. She embraced that relationship. She allowed it, and I'm super grateful to her and also to God for that. It's no, you guys are really blessed. I know you're watching. You guys are a blessing to me, and I love you so much. And it's really saddens my heart that there's this distance there's this distance between us, but I know very soon we're going to reunite by the grace of God. I love you guys so much. All right, the next question. This person asked, what is your greatest wish you want your husband to fulfill, and one thing you want anyone to fulfill? Hmm. I would answer the first part. One thing I want my husband to fulfill. I would tell him. There's something in my heart that I actually want him to fulfill. I would tell him, and I believe you will do it. Yes. If it, excuse me, if it does not do it, I'll come back to tell you guys. I'll come back to tell you. Thank you. See, God bless you for asking that question. The next question I have here says, how was the transition from working in Nigeria to working in UAE? The culture, the people, etc. I love this question. Thank you for asking. Honestly, it's been a breath of fresh air. Yes, it has. Coming from an environment where you're constantly watching over your shoulders, watching over your back, where it feels like people are more focused on pushing you out than really working together with you to achieve the common goal of the company. So I would say that this place is a breath of fresh air. Yes. And that kind of toxic work environment is really exhausting. But here it's really different. It's the opposite. The people are so supportive. They are incredibly supportive. Not just people in my team, people across the team, like the cross-functional team. They're supportive. They would you go into. Let me tell you this one. So if you're in supply chain, you would understand this one better. I came from an environment where S&OP meetings are always chaotic. You go for S&OP meetings, this person is pushing blame, sales is accusing planning team is accusing another team. It's just like everybody will shall be receiving bass balls. But coming here, I lead S&OP. I'm currently in demand planning role. I lead S&OP every month, and then we'll finish one more test and I'm like, transition here. No basketballs. Even if there's a problem, everybody is working towards, okay, how do we solve it? What do we do? What's the way forward? What do we learn from this mistake? Not like pushing blames and saying this team is that team, or throwing somebody under the bus, or going into unnecessary competition with each other. Honestly, I'm grateful to God. And I don't want to say that it's like that in every workplace in UAE, but at least where I currently work now, it's really, really amazing with the people, and I'm super grateful to God. It's going well. However, there's been some culture shock, both the good ones and the bad ones. I'm not even gonna lie. There's been some culture shock, and when you change usually comes with its own like things you need to deal with, things you need to unlearn, some things you need to relearn. But I think I'll drop a video soon talking about culture shock at work. I think I should. You'll find it interesting. I will very soon. But honestly, if I'm going to compare, it's really the complete opposite. People here are more at work. You asked at work, right? So people at work are more supportive. They're more supportive, yeah, in ensuring that we achieve the common goal. Like there's this common goal, and everybody has this way that your own personal goal or the goal for your team aligns with what the common goal is, and it just makes work very easy. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I love that question. Thank you. Right. My next question says, do you feel you made the right decision in marrying who you did and generally in life? Hmm. Do you feel you made the right decision? Absolutely. without any doubt in my heart about who I married, I'm gonna say yes, I married right. I married my person. I married the person that signed for me. No second guessing, no regretting, no thinking about it. Yes, I married like right. And in life too, I feel like every choice that I've made, every step that I've taken, every decision I've made till this moment have actually led me to where I am today, and I'm super grateful to God. And then I think there's also a similar question to that I saw. Okay, it says, "Do you have any regrets, and what is your greatest achievement?" To answer the first part, do I have any regrets? The answer is no, no regrets. Even the bad moments, the good moments, everything has led me to where I am today, and I'm grateful. So no regret at all, no regret. But are there some things that I would have maybe done better? Yes, but regret? No, no. And the second part, what is your greatest achievement? Hi, Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of things has happened. A lot of things. Now, talking about greatest achievements, there's the faith, there's work, there's marriage. I don't know. Or I can't think about like which one is the greatest now. But honestly, I've had so many achievements and I'm grateful to God, but I can't think of the greatest. Maybe when I remember, I'll answer you. Or you can message me privately, we can talk. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take this next question and take a break and come back, okay? And it says, I've been wanting to ask you this for a very long time. How did you know that your husband was the right person for you? Was there a specific moment or experience that made you feel confident in your decision? Or did you receive any guidance from your faith? Definitely did. I know there's this societal thing where people say all men cheat, and I'm curious, how do you know? How do you deal with societal pressure and expectation that men are allowed to cheat? And how do you maintain trust in your relationship? Wow, this is such a deep question. Go deep, go. But thank you. I love it. Thank you. You really put a lot of thought into asking this question. I like it. So to answer you, we have been friends for a while. We're actually family friends. Like my parents, his parents, the family, like the extended family knew each other. So um we became adults, and then he told me about his intentions. He likes me, blah 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 blah. And I looked at him. He checked all my boxes. But you know that beyond that, like there's more than just somebody fitting into the perfect description of how your husband should look. I took it to God in prayers, wanted to know the heart of God about it. So that question, the part of your question that says, did my faith played any role? Yes, I prayed about it. I took it to God in prayers, and I had my conviction. God told me, yes, I can go ahead. And then I never had any doubt about it. So I just went all out. I remember there was a particular day in church. We're having the prayer session. Like he had asked me and said, I will think about it, I'll pray about it. You already like someone, and then most of the time when you go and pray about it, because you already like the person, even if God is saying no, you would be able to hear no. So I was very careful. God had told me go ahead, but I wasn't sure. I was like, "Ah, God, I want a confirmation in my heart. I don't want it to look like because I already liked him and I'm assuming God is saying yes." But God gave me a confirmation. I received a confirmation. I received my conviction in church that particular day. And yes, that was it. But before then, okay, I think there's another question that had something similar. So I'm just going to wait till then before I say this part. To answer the second part of your question, where you said, were there specific moments or experience that made you feel confident in your decision that you married right? Yes, I've had several moments. Like my husband would do something in the house, or there's like we need to make a decision. He would say something, and I'm like, oh, you know that moment in your spirit where you're scabash and like, see my husband. you know, I've had moments like that. I've had moments like that where it would do something that I feel like, ah, how are we going to navigate this? And then it would come up with solutions. There was a particular one that happened recently. I think it was even last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. We're having Bible study in the house, and he asked me. I was one leading, but he asked me a question. So I didn't even know that he had answers to the question. So maybe he just wanted to test my knowledge or something. So he asked me the question. I gave him my answer, and then he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna have to what you've said." Then he just went on and on and on and on, and I was with my notes, and I was writing like, "Oh my God, Revel!" You know when you're like, "Wow," you think you already know something, and then your husband is teaching you God's word, and like. So there are moments like that, like a lot of moments where I know that yes, I married the heart of God for me, and glory to God for that. To answer your this is like five in one question. Okay, the next one. Okay, about the societal thing. Yes, it is real. This society thing is real, where a lot of people say that yes, men are naturally cheaters. They cheat. But honestly, I think I like the fact that you use society. It's helps us to understand that this is society and not the word of God. It is not a standard. Society is not a standard. And something I want you to know, that temptation is everywhere. And temptation is no respecter of gender, no respecter of anyone. So men can cheat, women can also cheat. Temptation are everywhere. It's not a gender thing. Women do too. Like we face temptations too, right? But I've never had to sit around wondering where my husband is, what is he doing, who is with him, or questions like that it's like I don't trust him, or I'm not sure what he's doing, I'm not sure if he's been faithful and all of those things. Never. And it's not because I'm naive, not because I don't know that things like that happens even within Christians, right? But it's because we built the foundation of a relationship, of a marriage on trust, and most importantly on God's grace. I just have that belief, and we both have that belief towards each other, and that trust in God, that we have the grace to say no. We have the grace to say no to any appearances of temptation, any ungodliness. If you read in Titus chapter 2, verse 12, the Bible says the grace of God has appeared to all men, teaching us to say no to all ungodliness. And I believe that. I believe that. So it's not that I don't know that men cheat. Not all men actually. Some men cheat, some women cheat too. So it's not a gender thing, but we just trust God. We trust each other, and also trust in the grace of God that anytime we're faced with that temptation, we're able to say no. I'm not going to do this. And you know your partner loves you. You also love your partner, and you're not doing anything that would put your family in that position. I'm going to move to the next one. I love this one. I love it. Thank you for asking. I don't know who you are, but I love the question. It says, did you find your purpose in God before marriage or after marriage? And how did you work in discovering God's given purpose for your life? Two, are you facing any form of pressure in marriage, or have you faced any form of pressure, and how were you able to overcome them? Maybe from parents, in laws, uncles, siblings, etc. I love this question. So let's answer it. Did you find your purpose in God before or after marriage? I'd say that I discovered my purpose before marriage, but into marriage, I found clarity. So I got my purpose before marriage, but marriage brought this deeper level of clarity, deeper level of light of what the purpose is.